You honestly might already be aware of this, but working retail is the worst. And it's not even the job itself that sucks, because typically it's easy. You clock in, work the register, help customers find things, clean the store, hide in the bathroom occasionally, all for 8 hours, and then you clock out. For the most part, the job is simple. Any simian on this earth can do it. Or so I thought. Because I'm not gonna lie, every night after work, I be on some. There's extra stuff involved with working retail. Nobody warns you that the customers, your coworkers, and the managers are just a triad of just suffering. Nobody tells you that. Dealing with customers on a daily basis is when you figure out that common sense and common courtesy just aren't a thing. It's like as soon as they cross the threshold of the store, they just lobotomize themselves somehow. Oh, this box of cereal? I don't want it anymore. Let's just sit it on top of the underwear. It'll be fine. Oh, that's the 12 items or less lane, and my cart's full. I'm sure they'll check me out anyway. It'll be fine. Whoa, I'm done packing all my cars with all these groceries that cost me $300, and the car station's so far away. I guess I'll just leave it on the other side of the parking lot. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's their job to get it anyway. And it gets 10 times worse. Because if you catch them in the act, most of them are just gonna act like they don't know any better like a kid. I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Letitia, you're 45 years old and I see you here every Sunday. And there's a select few people that like to crash out when you call them out on their BS. It's like they expect all the employees to be like, yes sir, massa, I'll ring out 2 full cots in the express lane as a moving. And then you have your coworkers. Most of them are like okay, normal people. Then you have a few that make your job worse than it should be. I worked in apparel at, let's call it, Floor Mart. I worked with a bunch of old ladies, which was boring yet chill for the most part, but then some of them were just do or say certain things that was just crazy. One of my coworkers was talking about her daughter. It was cool, you know, until she was like, yeah, my daughter has been really good and happy, even though she's dating a little Negro. Huh? I was standing there in front of her and nobody said anything about it, including me, because I was scared of confrontation at the time. I work with 2 other ladies who just so happen to be Indian. Mind you, this is my first Indian encounter ever. I'm not gonna lie, they both pissed me off. Indian 1 decided to play dumb 24/7 and act like she didn't understand English, and also acted like she didn't know how to do her job. Because every time she's around me, she just goes, oh, my brother, and then handed me the clothes she was supposed to hang up. And Indian number 2 hated my very existence. Every time I crossed paths with this woman, she'd actually go out of her way to stare at me with malice in her eyes. She basically said, I hate your disgusting black guts with her eyes. And I did absolutely nothing to this woman at all. I just existed. She did it so much, it genuinely started to scare me. So I had to tell my manager, I had to narc. And speaking of managers, eat a dick, Leslie. For real. Managers suck so much. They are the sorcerer supreme gaslighters and incompetent most of the time. Every chance they got, they told us our specific store location is the worst performing in the region and that we need to do better. And where do you find them? Sitting in their office, stuffing their fat faces doing jack diddly squat. The only time you actually see them do any amount of work is when they know the district manager is coming. That's when they really got the fear of God in them and want you to be on your P's and Q's. They talk about this man like he's a continental threat. Got them shaking in their boots, shivering their timbers. And it's really just some bald guy named Todd. After all that hard work, you know how they reward you? Not giving you a raise or a bonus. They give you 2 slices of cold cheese pizza and some cheap cupcakes